Hi guys, time to tie fly again, and we are live. I hope you have a fantastic day. For me, it's 2 in the afternoon, but for you other guys, it might be morning or evening, or yeah, coffee cup. Yeah, I wish I had one. So let's focus on the hook today. There we got some nice picture, good quality, decent zoom. I got some complaints it wasn't close enough, so I'm trying to sort that out. Hopefully it's very close. So if you watch me on TV now, I might take up the whole living room. So pattern of choice today, black dog, Kelson. So we start with some oval tinsel. Hi Monty, how are you buddy? Hi Graham, how are you mate? Full house with lovely people today. That makes me happy. So I'm just tying in an oval silver tinsel in the back. There we go. Tinsel in place. I just going back to make a few really tight wraps with the thread. Hi Vernon. Hi Jim. So I'm gonna go with like 3 wraps. I think. Yeah, that's sufficient. So I'm just securing the oval tinsel. Yeah, and a fun guy, guys. I'm going to have not a driving test on Tuesday. Sounds a bit strange. But in Sweden, if you have a very big car, which I do, 3,000 kilo, then to be able to drive something behind it more than 750 kilo, you need to have a driving license called the B96. So I'm going to try to get that one on Tuesday. Then I can get a trailer or a RV or a camper when I go fishing and so on. So that's going to be nice. Hi, Gary. How are you? Hi, David. Next one, silk. So I'm just going to tie that one in. And I didn't have a proper noodle soup breakfast, so I'm a bit shaky today. Getting low on sugar, but it's fine. Let's just handle it. Oh, the hook of choice today is, of course, in our chat, Mr. Graham Culley. I nagged a bit on this side to hold the hook before. A 5-0. There we go. Easier to see that way. And I have some plastic to protect the hook in the vise. So let's start with the silk. So tight wraps backwards. And then forward again. I think that this hook might look really good on a black dog. Securing the silk there. Hi Walter, how are you? See us going back with the thread where the silk starts. So I'm just going to build up a bit of foundation for the tail here. Nothing fancy, just using the thread. And then I'm just going to add some wax to the thread. There we go. Yeah, I got some paper here. I don't want to have wax on my fingers. So tail time. I prepared one. I had 15 minutes to prepare all the stuff for the black dog before the video started. But I managed to do that, most of it anyhow. There we go. So let's tie in the tail. Oh, that didn't go well. It turned. So now it's better. So yeah, securing the stem. Something like that. Going back with the thread again. Cut that one off. Just looking at the pattern description. Ibis, okay. Lucky enough I have it on the table. So I use this feather. So I just cut a few short sections, one from each side. There we go. And I can move that feather away. Yes, I'm using the Vise 18.0 Graham. So I just need to pair these Ibis slips. Let's see how we managed to do that today. Bad. There we go. So I'm just going to tie that one in. And cut the leftover. I don't like to name the brands because I have paid for it. Next step, ostrich herl. Then we're going to look at the lovely ostrich herl I got from Amazon. Now, I think I'm going to tie ice fishing flies today as well. I will not do it live, but I will make a video of it. Gammarus flies that we're going to use when ice fishing. So let me see if we can get a small one here. I would need some wet wipes here. Really, my fingers are like glue. So let's see how this one turns out. This is going to be quite interesting. There we go. Just going to get a better bend in that one. There we go. Yeah, the ostrich herl looks really good, and it's from Amazon. I did a video of it yesterday. It's available. And there you have all the links in the description. So, let's tie this one in then. And as you see now, I added quite a lot of black waxed thread. That's going to be the foundation of the ostrich herl. So when you wind, it's going to sit proper. One more turn. Oh, it's not even dry in the stems, which ostrich herl normally are. I'm impressed because I always mess the ostrich herl up because they dry as dead leaves. So I'm pretty pleased with that one. I just need to sort out the Ibis though. It doesn't want to play as I want. Yeah, it's a crappy feather. Ibis, I don't like it. But yeah, it's a nice color. So the ostrich herl was of this length that I tied in. Very, very, sorry, I'm just dropping it. Very short, super thin, but it didn't break. Really good. So next step would be some silver tinsel, but before that I'm gonna actually tie in the yellow silk because that's going behind, I think. Let me look at the pattern. Or maybe before. I need to figure that one out. If I do it before or after. How do I normally do it? Let me see. I'm just gonna verify. I just looking at some of my old picture. Now I think I go with it after. So let's do that. So I'm tying in the silk quite a long bit, just using the material to level out the body. But fiction, it also depends if my wife lets me. She's free from work today, staying at home, waiting for me to come up. So in worst case, I do those videos tomorrow, just so you know. So adding some silver oval tinsel. And same here, I tie it in a bit. Yeah, happy wife, happy life. And I think we have some laundry to do as well. Woohoo, yay! So as you can see now, the body is a bit uneven. So what you can do, either you add some tinsel underneath, which I normally do, and then a bit of silk on top of that. So let me just see how it goes. So it's just a piece in the middle that has like a gap in it. So what I could do earlier was to actually tie in the oval silver tinsel much longer, but I didn't think of that. So I have to just add a piece. Oh, that wasn't that easy. There we go. So I'm just going to see how far I need it. Somewhere there. Then I'm going to cut it off. And still I'm going to level up with the black silk and the golden silk underneath that. So going to the front. Yeah, and that's priority one. She is the boss, period. So adding some golden silk then. I like to have this golden silk underneath black silk body. And this is like just a four-strand silk. So nothing expensive. Did you guys see my silk cowl on Amazon yesterday? So I might go only backwards and then it's sufficient. So just building up everything. So it's like level. There we go. Yeah, really, really good for that price. And the amount of colors was just amazing. I didn't count how many meters yet it is on a spool. It's not a huge lot, but for instance, brown, how often do you use that? So it will last for a long time. There we go. Cutting the silk off, and I just, of course, gonna save this piece for the next black fly I tie. So then we're gonna add this one on the third wrap. So I'm calculating the third to be somewhere here. We're gonna make sure it is. So that means everything behind I can cover in black silk, because I'm a bit lazy, so I don't tie in the Heron first. I do the silk and then tie in the Heron, and then I can do the front. Then I don't need to move that feather away at all time. So just tying in the silk here. There we go. So tight wraps backwards. And the good thing I have the video, so I can see the behind part as well. Making sure I cover that golden silk underneath. I just looking at the chat so I don't miss anything. Yeah, it's a awkward body indeed. But it's a really nice fishing fly. I like the black dog. Same as flow tide. It looks just amazing in the water. Yeah, any material works underneath. Doesn't matter what you got. So it doesn't need to be silk as well. So now to that Heron feather. Now we can tie this one in. So what I'm doing normally, I just separate the feathers a bit. I do it one side at a time because they're quite sensitive. That's why on spay and D flies I don't use Heron. I use cocktail instead. Works, lasts much longer. So I think that's sufficient. Maybe a bit more. Otherwise, it might be too short in the front. I'm gonna show you guys when I'm done. There we go. So now I can tie it in here. But before I do that, I'm gonna wax the thread. I want the Heron to really stick well. I'm gonna tie in a decent part of it. Yeah, I need to get one of those stones to burnish things. I never do that normally, but it looks much better. It does. Yeah, I can show you. Is it this one you mean, David? 1 second. That one. I use it when it's like a yellow or light silk body. This is the one I got from you. Just putting it back. So let's move on with the black silk then. So I'm just going to wax the thread once again. There we go. Just moving that out of the way. Now we can continue with the fly, or the body of the fly. So I'm gonna do it a bit tighter. I covered that on the way back. No problem. So tight wraps. We're almost there. So just gonna meet the other black point and then we go back forward. Move out of my way. There we go. So just securing the silk. Few wraps with the thread. There we go. Now the fun part starts. So we're going to do the silver tinsel first. Trying to get it as even as possible. And there we go. So just in case, I'm gonna leave the tinsel just hanging here in case, I pull anything out or whatever. So now you need to mess with the Heron. Just making sure you're following the tinsel. Almost ready to tie in there. So what you also can do, if you want to have it more, you want the yellow to look, be more visible, then you just take 2 pieces of silk and tie it in together. In a drinking straw. Yeah, why not? That's a great idea, actually. But you know, I like it difficult. but it's a good suggestion. There we go. So I'm just gonna secure that last part I cut off. And then I'm gonna back the thread, and then we apply the Heron. So it's a dyed gray here. It's not the black feathers on the gray Heron that I'm using currently. So I'm just gonna go carefully just behind the yellow silk, so I don't cover that one up. And you just fold the fibers backwards. Nothing strange to this. And then I'm gonna add the rest of the Heron herl. Oh, fibers, it's not herl. So I'm gonna have a very short. Oops. My favorite tool. I just hate this one. I can't stand it. And I use it every day. So let's repeat. Just to be really, really sure we get it where we want it. I don't like when they unwind. But I think if you tie this one, I would do the opposite. I would have the yellow silk first, because the smart way is to have the stem of the hackle right behind the tinsel for protection. So I think that's the intention, really. So just securing everything here, and I'm gonna wax the thread and then start to build up a bit, because now we have all these stems in the way. Because when we add the red cock hackle here, it's just gonna point upwards. So some wax thread, just applying a bit here. Almost there. I think that would be sufficient. Oh, it's a sharp point, Graham. I can write in blood. So next step, some lovely cock hackles. So I'm just going to find two that I like. So I'm just going to pair them up and have a look at the length and so on, where I want to tie it in. Something like that. Yes, yeah, it's the red one before the gculley. That's a nice length. So I'm just going to cut. I always cut the fibers. Clean up a bit. My tying desk is always super clean, except all the cameras and all that gear. But otherwise, the table is completely clean. I can't tie when it's a mess. So just cutting the fibers here, as I mentioned. And we remove all the leftovers. And now it's time to pair the feathers again. So you should see the stems are quite long, so I'm just going to cut it a bit. I don't need that much stem to tie it in. And we're going to wax the thread. Oh, my floor is clean as well. I have a huge vacuum cleaner down here. I vacuum clean the car like twice a week, and then I do the floor here once a week. So it would be funny, you know, having like a half a meter of garbage on the floor. So let's tie in this hackle then. Now it's dead center. I like that. So now we're going to look at the gc. Let me get the neck here. So you want the feather one from each side. So let's take that one. And that one I had on the table might be long enough. Oh, it's the same side. Just kidding. Yeah, that's efficient. And then one from the other side. Yeah, I hope so if I don't mess it up. You never know. Yeah, that one is good enough. So I'm just going to measure, see how long I want it. You want to see the red. So I don't going to cover it the whole way. Same here. I just cut the fibers I don't need. I don't rip it off. There we go. And then we just repeat the same on the other one. Gonna measure. But I will have to remove a bit of the Heron. I just pull it a little bit down. So I have room to work with the wing. But you, for God's sake, don't pull everything straight down. That is just abuse. Should be illegal. There we go. So now we have 2 gc prepared. So let's just look at this Heron here. So I just wanted to give me some more room. If possible. I can just slide in the gc, otherwise it doesn't matter. That fiber I don't like, so I'm going to cut it off. There we go. So let's start to add some gc then. Wax thread. And then we're going to add your side first, guys. So I'm going to slide the Vise in here. Let's see how that looks. Just going to go with the dubbing needle. There we are. You can still see a bit of the red cock hackle in between. Waxing the thread and do the same on my side. Hi, Dean. Better late than never, right? You missed all the super secret techniques and so on that I showed earlier. No, I'm just messing with you. So, tying in Vise on my side, just securing it. Now we have the same length on both sides, as you can see. It's almost like a millimeter fit. I'm gonna take this one and just cut off the stem here. Yeah. Now it is dead center as well. So let's look at the pattern. We're going to have a wing. So I started, I didn't have that much time. So I just need to add Corey to the wing. I started to prepare the whole fly 15 minutes before I went live. So that wing come together in 3 minutes time. So some Corey. Let's see which pieces we need. Oh, I'm so happy. There is no what do you call it? Man, I forgot the name. There's no horns on this one. I love flies without horns. So, just a hint of Corey. This is one wing I prepared earlier, just a bit of it. Then we add the Corey to it. I just want to do it simple and not play too much with the wing. Hopefully I can take a picture of this one and add it to the Merc, since it's a cool pattern. At least I think so. I like black dog. So there we go. One side down, done. So let's do the other one. Yeah, I need to restock Corey. That's not really easy. Oops. Oh, it doesn't marry that well, but yeah, Amherst is an evil feather. I think I need to just remove a few. This one is a bit bigger. I think I have a one too many fiber of both yellow and red on this one. So I'm going to remove one just to make sure they have the equal size. Normally my wings are always done when I'm tying live, but yeah, it's fun to do the opposite as well. So I'm just going to remarry everything. There we go. Just showing you guys. There we are. Classic simple wing. Nothing fancy. So I'm just going to pair them. And then we're just going to add them on top. And I'm low on sugar. So, hi Laurent. So I'm just going to move up the Hackle a bit and move down the gculley. Maybe need to move it down further. There we go. So a bit of wax to the thread. And the length of the wing is good. I'm pretty pleased. Not bad for being tied live. Thanks a lot, Walter. Just applying a bit of wax here. And then it's time to start to cut off all the leftovers. And for your reference, that's the back side. So the compression went, yeah, quite good, I would say. So I'm always just a bit careful when cutting everything in the front, so you don't cut something you don't want to cut. Thanks a lot, buddy. There we go. Just cleaning up. And then we're gonna look at toppings. I think this one have 2 toppings in the pattern description, so of course we need to have 2 toppings. Yeah, I'm gonna add a bit more wax thread just to even the head a bit. Thanks a lot, Gary. Yeah, this one in Norway fiction. If we ever fish together, I'm gonna tie a couple of these, and you're gonna see, man, in that Norwegian water, it's gonna be amazing. I used to fish quite a lot in River Saltdal up north in Norway. When the water there is more clean than your bath. So you have a sight deep of like 10 meters in the river. It's just crazy. Topping time then, guys. Oh, this is way too long. I pulled out like a topping for an 8-0. So I move all the large one in a separate bin. Yeah, let's see. This one is too short. So I just gonna sort them. I'm happy now because I prepared quite a lot of toppings in different sizes. So I'm prepared to be tying a lot now. Just reading up the chat. Yeah, I know, David. I saw your picture earlier. Yeah, it was a while back now, but yeah, it's easy. This is the first topping we're gonna tie in, and Dean, I don't have any video of that yet. I filmed quite a lot before fishing classic salmon flies. However, I didn't save that material. But this summer I'm gonna fish, of course. So that's in my list of things to do. Oh, that one gonna turn out nice, I think. Yes, it's gonna be like a classic Jonas tie. The topping gonna meet the tail. Somehow I'm never able to do anything except that. oh yeah, this one scared the salmon indeed, but that's why they strike, right? They don't feed in the rivers. So I'm gonna add one topping without too much rain, just to give some color to it. And then on top of that, I'm gonna have a topping with a lot of rain. If that makes sense to you guys. And I like the flow tide so much, I made like gray versions and so on. and blue version to fish in those crystal clear rivers up north in Norway. Oh, come on. Let me see how this one turns. That doesn't look good at all. So maybe when it gets some more pressure. Yes. So we're going to add another topping on top of that. So I'm just going to measure somewhere there. Oh, thanks a lot, Jim. You can look this way while I'm cutting this topping to prepare it. So, time to wax the thread again. Yeah, it's a really nice pad and in any color really that suits your home water. So time for the last topping. So there we go. So I'm just going to wax the thread and add a bit more, securing everything here. Just going to move it a little bit. Oh, it looks pretty decent. So let's change the camera angle a bit. Oh, wait. So that was better close-up, I hope. So you could see me tying better in detail. And yeah, the fly is ready. Black Dog, one of my favorite patterns, together with Flow Tide and yeah, Ghost Fly. Oof, Ghost Fly number one. You see, I'm obsessed. I have it all over the place. So guys, that's it for today. So big heart from me to you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. have a fantastic Sunday, and stay safe out there, and see you in the next live video. And in the week, I'm gonna do some different videos, tying some gammarus for ice fishing, etc. And also, of course, a few more classic salmon flies. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.